so we're going to work on wall plane butterfly anti-spins. So it's going to look like this. And how this works is that each hand is doing an anti-spin in the wall plane. So if my right hand alone is doing it, my hand spins counterclockwise from my point of view, while the poi spins clockwise. And my left hand does the opposite. The poi is spinning clockwise and my hand is spinning counterclockwise. When you put them together, you really want the two poi ends to line up in the center right there and there as they cross. Alright?
And you can also do this move with double stabs.
Okay, we're going to work on 1.5 beat chase. And that sounds a little weird, I know, but trust me, it works. So, from the front, this is what it looks like. Not too impressive, but from the side you can see that what happens is the poi heads line up on the side and shoot forward. And how that works is that each poi, one hand is going to do a full spin across the body, and when it comes back behind you, you're going to let it pendulum forward and come across. So one hand goes full circle, half circle, full circle, half circle. The other one does opposite side, full circle, half circle, full circle, half circle. From the side it looks like this. Full circle, half circle, full circle, half circle. This is a polyrhythmic move, which means that each of your hands is doing a different number of spins in the same cycle. So what's going to be happening is my right hand is going to do an extension and do one full spin every cycle, while my left hand is going to do an anti-spin in the wall plane, creating a 3-point anti-spin, which requires 2 full rotations of the poi. Together it looks like this. To work on it, you're going to start by spinning in a butterfly and have the hand that's going to be doing the extension, for me, my right hand, do a giant butterfly and come back in. Try to get that continuously. And then when you're ready to mix them together, your hands are going to stay together the entire time. Your left hand that's doing the anti-spin just needs to follow along with your right hand that's doing the extension. So I just keep my hands next to each other and let my right hand lead doing the extension. Alright, we're going to talk about stalls. A stall is any time the poi comes to a complete stop and usually changes directions as a result of it. What it is actually doing is that it is starting to do an isolation and then stopping in the middle of it, so it loses all of its momentum. There are a bunch of different ways you can do a stall. The easiest one is while spinning, you're going to stall out to the side. When it hits the bottom, you're going to follow through and push outward. You do it on either side, left or right. You can even do it front and back. The next stall to learn is the drop stall. That's when it comes over the top and falls down towards the ground to come to a complete stop. The next hardest one is the up stall. It's when it's coming around and stalls straight up in the air. And the hardest one that I'm aware of is the horizontal stall from above. It comes over the top and changes directions. You can use these in combination with any other move. It's an excellent way to transition from a chase move, same direction, to a butterfly, or any combination. You have left hand stalls, right hand stalls, all over the place. So this move is a basic inversion. And an inversion is any time your arms cross and the pulley come up through the middle. So the move looks like this. From the side, the pulley come between my arms and come out. How are you going to learn it? Is you're going to take one pulley. You're going to hold your arm parallel to your chest. You're going to spin the pulley. It's going to go over your arm. It's going to come up between your arm and your chest. And your hand's going to follow through. From the side, it goes over, up, and through. Over, up, and through. And then you can do your other hand. Over, up, and through. You take both pulley. You're going to start by doing a chase. One hand's going to go over, up, and through. You're going to stop here, and the hand that you went over is going to pull the other pulley straight out. And then it's going to go over, up, and through. Pull out. Over, up, and through. Pull out. Over, up, and through. Pull out. If you get it continuously, you'll be able to go without stopping between your arm each time. Now to get it smoothly, you have to isolate around your arm. But when you're practicing, you don't need to really worry about that. You can use your wrist to push it around. So this kind of move is called a crosser. It's called a crosser because you cross your arms. Makes sense. So you're going to spin with your arms crossed. Then you're going to spin with your arm crossed the other direction. Then you're going to do it at the same time. You're going to do it split time. You're going to do it butterfly. And you're going to do it same direction. You can do it facing both ways. All the combinations, both directions. And then you're going to learn to switch from one to the other. So you're going to face to your right, spinning forward with your arms crossed. You're going to turn to your left, sweeping downwards and coming around, facing to your left, doing reverse. From reverse, you're going to go up and to your right, to come back to the forward direction to your right. Down to your left, up to your right. Down to your left, up to your right. Then you're going to switch which hand's on top. We're going to do the same thing. Down to your left, up to your right. Down to your left, up to your right. If you get it continuously, you get this constant crossing motion on either side of your body. Then when you switch which hand's on top, when your right hand is on top and your left hand's on the bottom, and you're going forward to your right and reverse to your left, just extend your hands into an extension and come back. Now that my right hand's on the bottom, coming back is an anti-spin. Extension, anti-spin. Extension, anti-spin. You can do the butterfly crossers. Do reverse butterfly crossers. And if you really want to go crazy, you can combine the crosser with the inversion that we worked on before, leading you into a straightjacket. They're a lot of fun, and they're a good transition between moves from chases into other things, and so on. The end. Alright, so this last move I'm going to do is kind of goofy, and I like that. So it's between the legs, and I'm going to do it from an alternating reverse butterfly, down by the hips. So the paws are going to come up between your legs, swing through, and come back. And how I'm doing that is as the poi comes from behind your back to the forward position, instead of coming all the way around in front, it's going to stay behind your back and your right foot is going to move forward, leaving a window for the poi to come through. And as it comes around to the top, your foot's going to come back and move out of the way, pulling the poi back with it. You can also do it from the front, oops, from the front by leaving your right foot back and moving it forward as the poi comes around. behind your legs. There. So there's behind to front and front to behind. It helps to walk in a box step, which looks excessively goofy, and I highly recommend it. So together again, looks like this. You can turn with it. You can do some same direction stuff. You can do a weave through your legs. You can combine it with some higher stuff up by your head, do around the neck and through the legs. There are endless goofy combinations. I highly recommend making a fool of yourself in front of everyone that you can find.